Alisandra is stunned when Edgar insists she move in with him in 2 days, a complete reversal from his prior rejection. Her father, Desmond, is horrified, fearing it will isolate Kate from Edgar. Edgar, however, is firm, deeming it practical for wedding plans. Outside, Edgar praises Alisandra's newfound defiance, seeing a strength he intends to cultivate. Desmond interrupts, and after a brief farewell to Alisandra, Edgar pulls him aside, issuing a chilling threat. Any harm or complaint from Alisandra will result in the death of Desmond and his wife. What will be the immediate fallout of Edgar's brutal warning? How will Alisandra adapt to her new living arrangement with Edgar?
Understood?
Desmond quickly shook his head, unable to use words thanks to the grip on his neck. Any more tighter, and Edgar just might break it. What part of this was being civil?
Good.
Edgar released the Baron's neck with a shove.
Look at you, all disheveled.
He fixed Desmond's shirt, smoothing out the ruffled parts. Desmond kept his head down, bearing with Edgar harshly patting his shoulders to smooth out his clothes. Never in his life was he so embarrassed by someone coming into his house and treating him like he was not the owner.
I don't look forward to you being my father-in-law. There's so much I had to kill you for, but since you are loved by your daughter for some reason, I shall keep you alive. Do you understand what I mean, Baron? If Alisandra's love for you runs out, I shall consider killing you.
I understand, Duke Edgar, said Desmond.
I am handing you the opportunity to correct the mistakes you made with her. See to it that you do not ruin this for her.
As much as Edgar disliked the Baron, he could tell Alisandra was longing for positive interaction from her family. And from what he witnessed today, the Baron was the one she was most likely to get it from. He was putting the task on the Baron to ask as a father in 2 days, and to shield Alisandra from the two women. Whether or not Alisandra would like her father's newfound interest in her was completely up to Alisandra. Alisandra and her father could either have a heart-to-heart moment where the Baron apologized for not properly protecting her, or Alisandra would see there was no hope for her family.
Edgar, would you?
Desmond trailed off when he heard footsteps walking away from him. He looked up to see Edgar walking back to his carriage without saying goodbye.
I should have just hit him when he was here. That little shit,
Desmond muttered.
He can only act like this because of his name and the king. Does he think I'll let him get away with treating me like a fool inside of my home? Where on earth is Alisandra?
Desmond went back inside to look for his oldest child. She had not told the truth about what she discussed with the Duke at his party, unless she was going to say Edgar fell in love with her at first sight.
What bullshit,
Desmond cursed. Alisandra wore a mask covering half of her face. She had ruined her beauty a long time ago. There were countless beautiful young women like Kate for Edgar to fall in love with.
Alisandra!
Desmond yelled after finding the dining room to be empty. Katrina had brought the plate of breakfast for nothing, as it was still on the table untouched.
Alisandra!
His voice thundered through the home. Yes, Father? Alisandra came from the direction of the kitchen. She was going to let Mario give her warm food until she heard her name being called. Now that Edgar was gone, everything would go back to normal.
Care to explain to me how this union between you and Edgar came about? Do not talk about love at first sight.
Am I not beautiful enough for Edgar to fall in love with me at first sight, Father? Remember when I was younger, you would parade me around and show everyone how beautiful I was. Alisandra smiled, remembering the faint memory.
That was before...
Before this, Alisandra touched her mask. It was. What a long time it has been. Everything changed after that.
How will Alisandra explain her union with Edgar without revealing the full truth? And will Desmond believe her? And what immediate actions will Desmond take, fueled by his anger and humiliation, now that Edgar is gone?
Hey, I'm Alisandra. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Duke's Masked Bride.
Edgar has just threatened and humiliated Baron Desmond in his own home, warning him to become a better father to his daughter, Alisandra, or face deadly consequences. Furious, the Baron confronts Alisandra, demanding the true reason for her sudden engagement to the Duke. But Alisandra, her face hidden by a mask, only offers a cryptic reminder of the beauty she once had. What is the real story behind Alisandra's mask and her mysterious engagement? Will her father heed the Duke's warning, or will his rage lead to their ruin?
You cannot blame me for what happened,
said Desmond. I blame you for not taking control of what happened afterward, Father. And yes, I blamed you for what caused it. The Duke did not fall in love with me at first sight, Father. Such a thing would never happen. Alisandra truly believed her words. She was many things, but not a fool.
Then what was said between the two of you? Tell me everything from the beginning.
Desmond's curiosity had become unbearable. He had to know what Alisandra did that Kate could not after all these years. I already told you what was said, Father. I do not know why the Duke picked me instead of Kate. I'm sorry the daughter you wanted with him was not chosen. Is that all, Father? Is there nothing more you have to say to me? She was waiting for him to truly state what he planned to do about her engagement. Alisandra already knew he would do everything in his power to somehow get Kate to take her spot. To her surprise, he said something completely different.
All eyes will be on you, Alisandra. Do your best. What are you going to eat now?
Desmond was doing just as the Duke instructed him to. Although he was angry with Alisandra about a few things, now was not the time to grill her when Edgar was so adamant about killing him. Alisandra was unable to respond for the first couple of seconds. She did not get the reaction she was expecting. Therefore, she did not know how to react. She wondered if the Duke said something to her father to make him act like this. I am going to the kitchen for warm food.
I see. Forgive Kate and Katrina for the things they have done. You have to understand their point of view. When you are done, go back to your...
Desmond had to quickly stop himself. He was making the mistake of sending Alisandra back into her bedroom to be out of sight.
Do whatever you want.
Understand their point of view? Alisandra wanted to laugh in his face for saying such a ridiculous thing. Why did she have to be the one to understand everyone's actions towards her and have to forgive them? Why couldn't everyone else admit their faults instead? To see her father have no shame in saying these things was disgusting. Her father was only trying to play nice to avoid Edgar's wrath. I picked a good man, she thought, as Edgar was doing a good job in shielding her so far. Edgar handed her the opportunity of 2 days where her family had to play nice to her. They could do nothing in those 2 days. For when the Duke arrived to collect her, should there be anything out of place, he would take his anger out on them. Alisandra accepted the illusion of having a family who got along with her for 2 days. She wanted to see what life would have been had she not been outcasted for most of her life. Even if it was all fake, she would enjoy it to the fullest. Thank you, she replied to her father. It would be fun to mess with them while they could do nothing but hold in their anger and smile. a perfect ending to their ill-fated relationship. After these 2 days, she would completely cut ties with her family, ending on a fake good note rather than arguing.
Excuse me, I'm going to find Kate and Katrina.
Alisandra watched in amusement as her father turned his back on her to go plot with Kate and Katrina. Edgar was right to not let her come stay with him so easily. There was so much fun for her to have here.
Was this brief, fragile peace merely the calm before a more violent storm? Could her father and Kate truly suppress their resentment, or was their plotting a sign of a more cunning revenge to come? And what of the Duke, the enigmatic architect of this temporary truce? Was his protection a genuine gift, or simply another move in a game she didn't yet understand, with a price she had yet to pay?
Hey, I'm Alisandra. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Duke's Masked Bride.